Goodbye, Norma Jean. No, I never knew you at all. You had the grace to hold yourself while those around you crawled. They crawled out of the woodwork and they whispered into your brain. They set you on the treadmill and they made you change your name. And it seems to me you lived your life like a candle in the wind, never knowing who to cling to when the rain set in. And I would have liked to know you, but I was just a kid. Your candle burned out long before your legend ever did. Loneliness was tough, the toughest role you ever played. Hollywood created a superstar, and fame was the price you paid. Even when you died, oh, the press still hounded you. All the papers had to say was that Marilyn was found in the news. And it seems to me you lived your life like a candle in the wind, never knowing who to cling to when the rain set in. And I would have liked to know you, but I was just a kid. Your candle burned out long before your legend ever did. Goodbye, Norma Jean. Though I never knew you at all, you had the grace to hold yourself while those around you crawled. Goodbye, Norma Jean. From the young man in the 22nd row who sees you as something more than sexual, more than just our Marilyn Monroe. And it seems to me you lived your life like a candle in the wind, never knowing who to cling to when the rain set in. And I would have liked to know you, but I was just a kid. Your candle burned out long before the legend ever did. Candle burned out long before the legend ever did.
I pray you'll be alright and watch us where we go and help us to be wise in times when we don't know. Let this be our prayer when we lose our way. Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, to a place where we'll be safe.
La luce che tu dai
ricordarci che
when stars go out each night,
l'eterna stella sei nella mia preghiera.
let this be our prayer.
Quanta fede c'è,
When shadows fill our day,
lead us to a place,
guide us with your grace. Give us faith so we'll be saved.
Sogniamo un mondo senza più violenza, un mondo di giustizia e di speranza. Ognuno dia la mano al suo vicino, simbolo di pace, di fraternità. La forza che ci dà
We ask that life be
è il
kind
desiderio che
and watch us from above.
ognuno trovi amore
We hope it's so we'll find
intorno e dentro sé.
another soul to love. Let this be our prayer. Let this be our prayer.
Just like every child,
Just like every child, need to find a place. Guide us with your grace. Give us faith so we'll be saved.
e la fede che hai acceso in noi. Sento che ci
Daylight, see that you are a sunflower and a rose that is fading. Roses wither away. Like the sunflower, I yearn to turn my face to the dawn. I am waiting for the day.
Now, old Deuteronomy, just before dawn, through a silence you feel you could cut with a knife, announces the cat who can now be reborn and come back to a different Jellicle life.
burnt out ends of smoky days, the stale, cold smell of morning. A street lamp dies, another night is over, another day is dawning. Daylight, I must wait for the sunrise. I must think of a new life, and I mustn't give in. When the dawn comes, tonight will be a memory too, and a new day will begin. Sunlight through the trees in summer, endless masquerading, like a flower as the dawn is breaking. The memory is fading. Touch me, it's so easy to leave me all alone with the memory of my days in the sun. If you touch me, you'll understand what happiness is. Look, a new
It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. A regular crowd shuffles in. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. He says, "Son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore a younger man's clothes." La 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 la. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling alright. Now John at the bar is a friend of mine. He gets me my drinks for free, and he's quick with a joke or to light up your smoke, but there's some place that he'd rather be. He says, "Bill, I believe this is killing me," as a smile great novelist who never had time for a wife. And he's talking with Davy, who's still in the Navy and probably will be for life. And the waitress is practicing politics as the businessmen slowly get stoned. Yes, they're sharing a drink they call loneliness, but it's better than drinking alone. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling alright. It's a pretty good crowd for a Saturday, and the manager gives me a smile, 'cause he knows that it's me they've been coming to see, to forget about life for a while. And the piano, it sounds like a carnival, and the microphone smells like a beer. And they sit at the bar and put bread in my jar and say, man, what are you doing here? Oh, la la la, di-di-da. La la, di-di-da, da-da. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, and I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord, can you feel it coming in the air tonight? Oh Lord, oh Lord. Well, if you told me you were drowning, I would not lend a hand. I've seen your face before, my friend, but I don't know if you know who I am. Well, I was there and I saw what you did. I saw it with my own two eyes. So
do you think you'll do then? I bet that she's down the plane. It'll take you a couple of arguing tonics to set you on your feet again. Maybe you'll get a replacement. There's plenty like me to be found. Mongrels who ain't got a penny, sniffing for tidbits like you. On the So goodbye, yellow brick road, where the dogs of society howl. You can't plant me in your penthouse. I'm going back to my plow, back to the house all out in the woods, cutting the hornback toad. Oh, I found it inside my future lies beyond the yellow brick road.
Ow! I got him! Can't do without him. Get down! Say it! What makes a man break on up inside? When he can't win, thinks he's losing his pride. What makes a man feel he's gonna fail? When he can't win, he thinks he's mine in jail. Said a good fine woman, fine, foxy woman. Give me that woman. Say it, give me, say it. Good God, I need me a woman. Hit me in the midnight hour, but get me a woman. Feel good, woman. Mama feel good. Hit me. What makes a man jealous of each other? Sometimes it turns against his only funky brother. Makes the cloudy day seem brighter. She makes the nightmare turn into the warmest night. She got to be nothing but a woman. Hey! Woman, said, give it to me. A woman, fine, boxing, Texas woman, big hip woman. She got what I want, cause she's woman. Ow! Hit me, ow! Lead me, get down. Make it good to yourself. Make good to yourself, baby. Don't knock it. You don't want to rock it. Don't have to knock it. Unless you want to rock it. She makes life in the world over and over again. No man could ever bear the pain. Let you know when she feels sad. Smile when she feels so sad. Then when you're feeling blue, she knows a place right beside you. I want to know what man can't stop turning. Woo! She ain't nothing but a good, fine, bouncy, good loving woman. A wintertime woman. She makes me feel so good. Hey, pull off your shoes. Stay a little while. If you got a good woman. Oh, give me the. Turn the lights down low. Just can't go. I got to wait for the knock on the door. Oh, I wanna go. Hey! The supreme being will always in the midnight hour, at 12 o'clock hour. I see the midnight hour. Bring on, hey, bring on.
The lunatic is on the grass. The lunatic is on the grass. Remembering games and daisy chains and laughs. Got to keep the loonies on the path. The lunatic is in the hall. The lunatics are in my hall. The paper holds their folded faces to the floor. And every day the paper boy brings more. And if the dam breaks open many years too soon, and if there is no room upon the hill, and if your head explodes, the dark burns too, I'll see you on the dark side of the moon. The lunatic is in my head. The lunatic is in my head. You raise the blade, you make the change, you rearrange me till I'm sane. You lock the door, throw away the key. There's someone in my head, but it's not me. And if the cloud bursts, thunder in your ear, you shout and no one seems to hear. And if the band you're in starts playing different tunes, I'll see you on the dark
taxes, regulations, it's all coming back so fast that you'll see it. And the pandemic goes away. The vaccines are going to be, I believe, announced very soon. Yesterday night, we did it last evening. We announced a very, very big therapeutic. And the therapeutic, it's something that really has been an incredible thing. This would have taken, I wouldn't say years, maybe not many years, but it would have taken a long time to have gotten it approved. We got the FDA to do it very quickly. So now we have another therapeutic, and it's really been effective. So I just want to thank convalescent plasma. Do you know that? Convalescent plasma. And hopefully you all need it. But we have it, and remdesivir, and so many others. So many others are coming out now. The job they've done, the job our country has done has been amazing. We'll be talking about it on Thursday evening. Is anybody going to be watching television on Thursday evening? Right? So we'll be talking, because really the job that we've done is incredible. It's incredible. And none of us get any credit for it, and that's okay. As long as we have the end result, and the end result is we have to make people safe, we have to make our country safe, we have to build up our military, and now it's at a level that it's never been at before. We've rebuilt our entire military. The wall, as you know, will soon be finished, and our border is secure. And I heard somebody on the other side, we want to tear down the wall. Do you believe this? Tear down the wall. They want people, they'll say, let the people come in illegally, let them come through, and we can't do that. We have a great country. We are going to be in a position, as you know, prior to the plague coming in from China, we did numbers, the likes of which have never been seen. Our employment numbers, every number. Stock market, now you look at it today, the stock market is just about set to break the all-time record, your 401ks, all of the things that we're doing. And that's to me, that's like a leading indicator. Everything's following. The economy's going to come back. Next year, we're going to have one of the best years economically and in other ways that we've ever had before. So watch on Thursday night. We just accepted the votes, and I guess the official acceptance is on Thursday, but we just got a great delegate count. Mark Meadows, is that right? Mark Meadows. From a wonderful state known as North Carolina, Mark Meadows. And he's got to have a great young man taking his place. We think he's going to do a fantastic job. But Mark has been great, our chief of staff. So I just want to thank everybody. This has been a real love fest between North Carolina and Trump, right? It's been incredible. We've had a tremendous success here, and you've had. So last year you had the most successful year you ever had, and you're going to break that record again next year. We're going to have an incredible third quarter. The numbers coming in they've been fantastic. And again, you're going to have a great third quarter, but you're going to have the best year. I think you're going to break your record from last year. So we will put this horrible incident coming from China behind us, and we will have the vaccines very soon, but it's going to be fading, and it is starting to fade. Florida is getting much better. California is getting much better. You look at all of the different states that have been through it, and you look at our rate, and we're going to be comparing that. You're going to look at the tremendous success we've had compared to other places. So I just want to thank all of the people from North Carolina. You know, as you know, because of the shutdown, we wanted to have our convention here. And you have a governor that basically didn't want to play ball. He didn't want to do it. And by the way, Dan Forrest is running, and he's great. He's great, so. And I think he's going to do very well, but he's really a terrific guy, and he'd be a terrific governor, and I hope you're going to do it. So I felt really an obligation to come here today to say hello to the people of North Carolina, and we appreciate your love, and I love you right back. Thank you all very much. Thank you very much. Take care of yourselves. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Good luck. We love you all. Thank you.
shoes. I said I was down and out with the blues. I felt no man till if I were alive. I felt the whole world was so tired. That's when someone came up to me and said, young man, take a walk up the street. It's a place there called the YMCA. They can start you back on your way. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. They have everything for your men to enjoy. You can hang out with all the boys. YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
Every night in my dreams, I see you, I feel you. That is how I know you go on. Far across the distance and spaces between us, you have come to show you go on. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on. Once more, you open the door, and you're here in my heart, and my heart will go on and on. Love can touch us one time and last for a lifetime, and never let go till we're gone. Love was when I loved you one true time. I hold you in my life will always go on.
yeah. You are my fire, the one desire. Believe when I say I want it that way. But we are two worlds apart. Can't reach to your heart when you say that I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Am I your fire, your one desire? Yes, I know it's too late, but I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heart. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Now I can see that we've fallen apart from the way that it used to be. Yeah, no matter the distance, I want you to know that deep down inside of me, you are my fire, the one desire. You are. Don't wanna hear you say nothing. Ain't nothing but a mistake. I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heart. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. 'Cause I want it that way.
Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. 10. Ground control to Major Tom. 7, 6. Commencing countdown, engines on. 3, 2. Check ignition and may God's love be with you. This is ground control to Major Tom. You've really made the grade, and so I'm stepping through the door, and I'm floating in a most peculiar way, and the stars look very different today, for here am I sitting in a tin can.
program. And one of the people that make it so incredible is standing right alongside of me. Please.
I tell you, like I was telling Mr. Trump, President Trump, how a blessing this has been to the farming side and the people. I'm lucky because I actually get to pack the boxes, but I've also been with Baptist on Missions to Delivery. If you can see the eyes of some of these people that's getting this, we go from Cary, North Carolina, all the way to Avery, which is the Tennessee, North Carolina line. It's amazing. It just literally will put chill bumps on you. But thanks to Donald J. Trump, Sonny Perdue, and everything that's going on, that this program, is in existence. Excellent for the farmer and the person that's getting the stuff.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
See if we can get in there.
You better. What beautiful looking tomatoes they are. Wow.
Do you want to maybe share with the president how important this program was
Yeah, for sure.
for you in terms of maintaining?
Just being part of it kind of gives us an outlet for stuff that we haven't been able to sell. So I'm telling you, we've been working with this guy for a long time, and it gives him an opportunity to sell more. Because
He's doing a great job, right?
He's doing a great job.
Yeah, that's great.
We appreciate it.
So are you. Thank you very
And
much.
good seeing you, Sonny.
Good to see you. That's some Georgia folks down here.
This represents South Georgia.
Good to see you. Good place.
Rebecca.
Pastor Noir.
How are we doing in Georgia?
You're doing good in Georgia.
I think so.
I know so.
That's good. Beautiful.
Thanks a lot.
So how many cuts do you make? How much is that? Tell me. How long will that take to grow?
This 60 days.
Oh, wow. That's good.
It's quick, 2 months, and you got it.
That's fantastic.
We're planting fall crop right now.
I love it down here.
This is too rare.
And here too, huh? That's beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Is that a certain location that just makes it great for that? Or do you have large areas that can do that? In particular?
No, you need sandy, well-drained soil
And this is what you have.
with the right amount of water. That's what we've got.
That's what you have. That's good.
And you can tell them we can make our own water down there in South Georgia. This is one of our, this is Tudor Ranch. We bring that in from California. This is fourth generation see and happens to be a partner of ours, trying to great generation. That's his wife.
He likes to say we met on farmers.com, but we did not. We did not. These are 3 boys. They're 9th generation. They all worked on the program this summer, helping the guys pack the boxes. Yeah, it's awesome. We put American flags on our grapes because we have to battle foreign competition. So we appreciate this program for many reasons. Thank you.
And you stand for the flag, right?
We do.
As opposed to the NFL. Have a good time.
We
Thank
do.
you. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
It's great family.
Thank you.
This program has been very helpful to us.
Very helpful.
Fantastic.
And you were just taking it and, what did they say, burying it, right?
We were just starting.
We lost our food service business to COVID.
What did you do with it then? I mean, if you had no place to live, now you do. What did you do with it?
Just supplying the man we lost. Profit margin if we had extra
Unbelievable.
produce.
It's left on the vine, right?
And now people
They
are,
get left on the vine. Now people that eat it can eat it.
and when it's left on the vine, what happens? It's
Turns into raisins.
done.
It's done.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
We mowed tomatoes down in Homestead. I have like 100 acres of tomatoes that we never picked because we didn't run at the wrong time. And this virus first came in. The rest was shut down. The school shut down. My family.
Great program.
They were doing an extra billion dollars.
Well, we thank you for the quick reaction. Thank you very much. So we can help. Because you know better than all of us, it's national security.
Mr. President.
Put this two together. Yeah. Very good. Very well.
You're doing a great job, and we're not tired of winning yet, so keep on winning.
God bless your family. Yes, God bless you. We just need help with the Mexico. They kill us in Florida. My family grows tomatoes and homestead 3 generations. And I have a son, 2 sons that are maybe need a 4th. But anyway, since NAFTA started, at one point it was 30,000 acres of tomatoes in homestead. Now there's less than 1,000. Oh, really? NAFTA killed Florida. We're hoping it's better. Worst deal ever been made. Our season will be farming in winter, so it'll be interesting to see. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. You're doing great. South Carolina.
I'm the one that always calls my customer Mark. We hated to leave him, but we're proud of where he's at now. He's doing a good job for us. The phase 3 was a godsend to my partner, especially in Secretary Perdue. I also simply asked to say thank you for that $25 million additional buy of apples from Manager's Crop. That is going to help us market our apples a little more profitably. You see, we grow beautiful, I think, very nice apples. It's just, you've got to have a place to put them on the shelf. And I thank you very much. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Long good. Thank you. Upstate South Carolina. We don't even want to talk about what we could have.
5 years off the mountain, they go along with and otherwise you just see the supplements. There'll be a lot of 35%. This 5 year represents great news, Georgia, right north of Florida. You know, we are Osage Farm, the game, they've been going for 12 years. We've got all around and take part in all the lines.
That was awesome. Thank you.
The program made a big difference. Everybody did that program and it is.
Wow.
I'm outside and back to the garden this morning. Well, we got 4 invites.
I look like a mouse. That's right. We hope so. Over there behind the bullpen. The American fight. Thank you. Thank you. We're proud of you too. Yes, thank you so much.
With this program starting in South Georgia, you can ask Bam right over there. It's a difference, you know, from breaking even or losing money for you actually lost some of that.
An easy one, right? Can we all move real quickly to the center and get one picture?
Use my camera.
Thank you very much. Thank you for coming.
November 3rd.
Yes, sir. We'll be there. We'll be there.
It's a biggie. We'll be there. It's the most important we've ever had. Okay, come on in, Mark.
No, Mark. Come on. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Yes, sir. All the way.
Please, thank you. Mr. President, did you get to meet some families that got the boxes? Did you get to meet some families?
We have.
What did you find out? What did you think?
The people are so happy. And it just worked out like a miracle. It just worked out. They had the food, people were hungry, we put them together, and everybody's happy. So it's been great. Yeah, thank you.
Mr. President, did you hear about the allegations against Madison Cawthorn for women in his Christian homeschool? Careful.
No, you're okay. Go ahead, go ahead. Go good.
Here. Okay, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
No problem. Thanks a lot. Y'all are carrying a lot of stuff.
Without exemption, I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all, and I stood tall, and did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed and cried, I've had my fill, my share of losing, and now, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way, oh no, not me. I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. Yes, it was my way.
They told him, don't you ever come around here. Don't wanna see your face, you better disappear. The fire's in their eyes and their words are really clear. So beat it, just beat it. You better run, you better do what you can. Don't wanna see no blood, don't be a macho man. You wanna be tough, better do what you can. So beat it, but you wanna be bad, just beat it. Beat it, no one wants to beat it, beat it. Sure and hot, funky, strong is your factor. It doesn't matter who's wrong or right, just beat it. Just beat it, just beat it, just beat it. They're out to get you, better leave while you can. Don't wanna be a boy, you wanna be a man. You wanna stay alive, better do what you can. So beat it, just beat it. You have to show them that you're really not scared. You're playing with your life, this ain't no truth or dare. They'll kick you, then they beat you, then they'll tell you it's fair. So beat it, but you wanna be bad, just beat it. Beat it, no one wants to beat it, beat it. Sure and hot, funky, strong is your factor. It doesn't matter who's wrong or right, just beat it. Beat it, no one wants to beat it, beat it. Sure and hot, funky, strong is your factor. It doesn't matter who's wrong or right, just beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. Beat it, beat it, beat it. Beat it, beat it.
Ladies and gentlemen, to introduce the President of the United States, please welcome co-owner of Flavor First Growers and Packers, Kirby Johnson.
Thank you all for coming and spending the time with us. It's been such an honor to me with the Baptists on Missions for the Trump administration Farmer to Family Food Box Program. A lot of people don't realize me, of course, it's touched so because I've actually been with the trucks delivering some of the product and seeing the receiving eyes, what it's doing for us farmers here in Western North Carolina, South Georgia, and all the farmers that's connected to Flavor First Growers and Packers. As a grower myself, I can't believe how much it means to me for my fresh produce to actually go to people that need it in this pandemic area or time. But we're just so blessed to be here as Flavor First and doing what we do. I want to give special thanks to, of course, Donald J. Trump for starting this. Sonny Perdue, with them jointly working and doing this together and getting this thing. You know, it's a funny story. Bill Yarborough called me and told me about this program. I was planting beans in Mills River. I turned around and was kind of coming back on that Green Road, and a lot of you are farmers out there and know how slow it is. I'm thinking to myself, the pandemic will be over by the time it starts. But believe me, 9 days later, I was packing boxes in this packing house, going out to the people that need and paying the farmers that needed to pay. I can't say enough thanks. Steve Troxler, Mark Meadows, which is here today, and then there's one person out here, Seth Grant, which is a local boy right here. A lot of people don't realize how much work he actually does. You know, we're food safety. You put 5 items in one box. We want to know if somebody happens to get sick, you know, traceable to get it back to it. And Seth right here, a local town Mills River boy, he handles all the stuff that people don't realize behind the scenes. Baptists on Missions, I've worked with them, you know, now for going on 3 months. I could not speak highly enough. You know, we're in this business. We know what to do. It's kind of normal for us. Baptists on Missions took this on the chest of delivering from Cary, North Carolina, all the way, you know, to Avery County, which is Tennessee, North Carolina line. Not one hiccup. This is the best organization Flavor First has ever worked with, and I've worked with a lot. I want to turn it over to my partner. I'm going to turn it over to my partner, Brian. Thank y'all, and thank y'all for coming.
Thank you, guys. On my behalf, Brian Rose, Mitch Gaither, Kirby Johnson, all of Flavor First, our grower partners, our 350 packing house and field employees. I'd like to say thank you to President Trump for setting up the Farmers to Family program. This has been a huge help for our family farms and has allowed them to continue to operate through this pandemic. Without this program, many of these farms would not be in business today. Most importantly, this program has provided fresh, healthy food that is grown in the United States and distributed to Americans in this time of need. And that's the most important thing about this program right now. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to now introduce our 45th President of the United States, President Donald J. Trump.
And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas.
Did you see the crowd outside? I don't know if they report it. I don't think they do. You know they are, right? Fake news. No, I don't know that they report it. That is an unbelievable, thousands and thousands of people lined up so far. And it was very important for me to come to North Carolina because we wanted to be here, but your governor didn't allow it because he's in a shutdown mode, along with a lot of other Democrat governors, and it's too bad. But I want to thank Kirby and the incredible people I just met, farmers and wonderful business people and really humanitarians. They're incredible people. I'm thrilled to be at the Flavor First Growers and Packers facility here in the great state of North Carolina. And you know, Joe Biden was supposed to be in Wisconsin, but he never showed up. I showed up. In fact, we did our count, our vote we did here in North Carolina. We did it in Charlotte a little while ago. I was there. It was a great, exciting moment, actually. Today, we're here to celebrate the incredible work of the farmers and faith leaders and amazing volunteers who are caring for their community through our highly successful Farmers to Families food box program. I just looked at a couple of those boxes and I said, I want to have something right now, but they thought it would be inappropriate because I was coming up to speak. But beautiful looking stuff. We're grateful to be joined by Secretary of Agriculture Sonny Perdue and somebody that you know, Ivanka Trump. And Ivanka's been a big supporter of this project and this whole program, and it's made people that were looking for food happy, and it's made the farmers happy. With all of us, we're just thrilled to be here. You have a representative named Ted Budd. Where's Ted Budd? Where's Ted? Ted, thank you very much. What a great warrior you've been. Ted Budd, Congressman. Thank you, Ted, very much. I appreciate it. And where's Madison? Where is Madison? Is he here? What? Oh, if I had a face like that, I would have been president 20 years ago. If I looked like him, I would have been president 20 years ago, Kirby. Madison Cawthorn, and a real star. You're going to be a star of the party. Thank you very much. What a great guy. Great guy. He was in the Oval Office. I didn't want my picture with him because he looks too good. Great. Proud of you, too. And I hear you're doing really well over there. Thank you very much, Madison. Also want to thank Mitch Gaither and Brian Rose of Flavor First Growers. We appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you. And Executive Director of Baptists on Mission, Richard Brunson, and many local leaders are here. Where's Richard? Richard? Hi, Richard. Thank you very much. Great job. That's fantastic. Thank you, Richard. When the China virus struck our nation, many farmers had no place to send their crops or livestock. At the same time, families across the country were in need of groceries. They wanted to eat well. And next year, they're going to be eating better than ever before because we're going to have a tremendous year, I'll tell you. Economically, you see the numbers coming in, and you see even the employment numbers coming in. In the last quarter, more people hired, more jobs than over 9 million jobs than at any quarter ever before. It's a record. We're going to have a great year. We're going to have a great quarter, but we're going to have a great year. That's why we launched the Farmers to Families Food Box Program. Through this program, the Department of Agriculture is purchasing food from farmers. Then local distributors pack and deliver the boxes, and families in need get it, and they get to eat very well. We're tremendously grateful for the 185 employees here at this facility who have packed roughly 7,000 boxes a week. That's not bad, Kirby, right? 7,000 boxes a week is a lot of boxes. Thanks as well to the incredible volunteers at Baptists on Mission who ship boxes to over 200 pickup locations all across your great state. With your help, in just 3 months, we've delivered over 1 billion pounds of food, providing more than 100 million meals to Americans most in need. And this is a program that just got started, and they're already, as soon as I saw it, I saw one line that was hungry and one line that had so much food they had to dispose of it, the farmers. I said, let's put them together. And with Sonny and with all of the people that worked on it, and Ivanka's backing, strong backing, we got it done in literally a week, right? We got it done, and I think might have even been less than a week. That's not bad. Today, I'm proud to announce that we will provide an additional $1 billion to fund the Farmers to Families Food Box Program. It's worked out so well. It's worked out so well. In our fight against the China virus, we've launched the greatest industrial mobilization. This is the greatest industrial mobilization. All of the things that we've done to take on this horrible, horrible scourge that's come in, to take on this horrible, terrible plague, I call it sometimes. We didn't deserve this. We didn't deserve this. And they could have stopped it. And we had just signed an incredible trade deal with China. In fact, last week, Sonny was telling me the largest order of corn in the history of our country, twice, largest order of soybeans in history. But you know, I feel so differently because the ink wasn't even dry on that trade deal when we got hit with the China virus. I feel very differently about it. In our fight against the virus, we've launched this mobilization, and it's the biggest since World War II, biggest and most successful too. You'll be hearing that on Thursday night. I'm going to be talking about it because what we've done is incredible. We would have saved, you would have had a situation if you looked at the lives saved. If we didn't close down and now reopen, and we reopen, problem is your governor doesn't want to reopen. He wants to keep it shut down, and you can't do that because there's a lot of bad statistics on the other side. Shutdowns cause problems too with suicide and depression and loss of jobs and loss of a lot of other things. So we have to get your state open. We have to get numerous states open that are run by Democrats because I really believe on November 4th they're all going to be open. It's going to be a miracle. We got to get Pennsylvania open. Now we have Pennsylvania, we have here, we have others, and well, Wisconsin is another one, right? All Democrats, they want to keep it closed as long as possible right up until the election. Then they're going to open it. But you know what? The numbers are so good anyway that they are having a hard time. They're having a little hard time with this whole situation. But yesterday I announced that the FDA had issued an emergency use authorization for convalescent plasma. You probably saw that, which is proven to be an incredible reducer. It's going to reduce mortality by at least 35%, could be much more than that. We'll see the final numbers, but it could be even higher than that. And we did remdesivir and lots of other things. We're going to be talking about it on Thursday night, so I hope you're all going to be listening, because the job that the FDA has done and the approval process has gone far faster than it would have ever gone under any other administration. I'm talking about the saving of years, Through Operation Warp Speed, 3 vaccine candidates are in the final phase of clinical tests. Normally that would take 2 years to get there, maybe longer. And we expect to have a vaccine available before the end of the year, and maybe a lot sooner than that. To care for hardworking Americans, we continue to deliver unprecedented financial support. We passed the largest relief package in history. Altogether, we've delivered over $3 trillion in economic assistance to the American people, and the American farmer has done very well. I never hear any complaints from the American farmer. You know, I got $28 billion from China. They targeted. I said, you targeted our farmers in Iowa, in North Carolina, all over the country, Nebraska. You targeted our farmers. You can't do that. So I put big tariffs on goods coming in from China. And out of the many, many tens of billions of dollars that we took in, never happened to China before. They had the worst year they've had last year, before the plague. They had the worst year they've had in 67 years. So this never happened to them. I don't want that to I don't want them to have a bad year, but nobody has ripped off our country more than them over the last 25 or 30 years. And we gave that money directly to the farmers through Sonny, Department of Agriculture. We gave a total of $28 billion to farmers, and they're not complaining, I'll tell you, they're not complaining. Nobody else, I can tell to the farmers, I'll tell to the country, I'm very proud of it, nobody else, no other president would have done that. Even Sonny was surprised when I called him. I said, let's do this. Sonny said, that's never been done before, but Sonny was okay with it, I will tell you. Through the Paycheck, thank you, Dana, thank you very much. Through the Paycheck Protection Program, we've saved 5 million small businesses and 50 million jobs. This includes nearly 130,000 small businesses and 1.2 million jobs right here in North Carolina. And you're ready to open up. You got to tell and you're ready to play football. Got to play football. You got to play football. We've delivered over $8 billion in economic impact payments directly to 5 million North Carolina families. And we provided a total of $19 billion to cover farmers' losses due to the pandemic. And then we added another, we got it up to a total. The total was 28, and I guess we're now up to 34, or close to 34. Nobody's ever seen numbers like this. And it was really by putting tariffs on a place that treated us very, very badly. So it was 19 billion, it was 12 billion, it was started off at 12, went to 19, went to 28, and I think it's going to go probably up to about 34 billion. So our farmers will never be tormented again. We've slashed regulations to cut the death tax. Now, the death tax is a big deal. So if you have a farm or a business like Kirby, like your business, and you want to leave it to your beautiful family, which I just met, and they have to go out and get a big mortgage from a bank because they have big estate taxes, call it whatever you want, we call it a death tax. They don't have to do that anymore, Kirby. That's pretty good, right? So you'll be looking down and you'll be saying they're happy. They won't be losing the business or losing the farm. But we've slashed regulations, cut the death tax, state tax, got rid of it for these small farms and businesses, provided direct assistance to farmers unfairly targeted by China, and secured fair and reciprocal trade deals to boost American agricultural import and exports. You know, we have a very unfair situation going because some of our allies are much tougher than our enemies, if you want to know the truth. They put big tariffs on so you can't get your product in. You can't get it in. And I said, that's okay. You can put the tariffs in, but we're going to put the same tariff on you. And it's amazing how quickly those tariffs come off. It's really actually incredible to watch it. Already the great American comeback is very much underway. So we've added the jobs in the United States. If you look at the stock market, it's just about, in fact, NASDAQ just set a new record, and it's over a period of 3 weeks. It's actually, I think, broken the record 14 or 15 times. And you're going to see something with Dow, because you watch Dow and you're looking at the numbers, and we're very close to breaking those records. When I left this morning, the stock market was up almost 300 points. We'll see where it is. And that's a leading indicator. That's great stuff. That's your 401ks. That's your stocks. And the economy is quickly following. Wages are up nearly 5%. Retail spending is fully recovered and is at an all-time high. Can you imagine that retail spending is now at a higher level than it was prior to the plague coming in? Can you believe that? I mean, who would think that? And home builder optimism is at a record high. And prices are going up and homes are being built, and it's an incredible thing that's happening. And when we get rid of this virus, which will happen, and it will happen sooner than people think, and that's with the vaccines, but even without the vaccines, it's happening. During this time of trial, we've seen once and again that the strength of our nation lies in patriotic citizens like everyone here today. I've met so many of you. Each time you deliver a food box to a family, you show them that in this country, no one is forgotten. Remember, I used to talk about the forgotten men and women of our country, and still talk about them. You'll be hearing about them on Thursday night. They're no longer forgotten. You've become a very, very important voice, very important voice. They used to say, who are these people? I said, they're the forgotten people. They work hard. They work so hard, and they're the forgotten people. Not any longer, they're not. The Democrats are trying to find them, but they're not being too good to the Democrats, I will say that. But together we'll overcome the virus, and America will come back bigger and better and more united than ever before. We'll be stronger. Our military is more powerful now than it ever was. We rebuilt entirely our military, $2.5 trillion. So I just want to thank you for the support. North Carolina, you've been incredible. From the first day I came to North Carolina. I was here many times before I did this political thing, but I will tell you, this was a great experience dealing with the people of North Carolina, and that's why I felt I had an obligation to be here today, because we said we were going to have our convention here, and it was because of your governor that we had to move things around. But we did already. We had a very important part of it in Charlotte. So I went there, and I wanted to stop here and congratulate you on your success. And it's a great honor. And I'll introduce Sonny Perdue, Secretary of Agriculture. Thank you all very much. It's a great honor. Thank you.
Mr. President, as you saw those throngs of people lining both sides of the road from the airport all the way to Mills River here, those were part of those forgotten people that voted for you for 2016. And I've got better news for you. They and many others are going to vote for you for 4 more years in 2020. Because they understand under your administration, they've not been forgotten. And this program is a great example of that. I remember very well when you called me early one morning. When do you sleep? I mean, it was early one morning, and or if you sleep, I don't know. But anyway, the president said, what's all this food that's being destroyed, milk being dumped, vegetables being plowed under? Do we have enough food? I said, Mr. President, we have enough food. He said, well, what's the problem? I said, well, restaurants shutting down, it's misaligned. It's not in the right places. He said, well, what are you going to do about it? And when the president, I love your speed, Mr. President. You're a man with a business speed, not a government speed. And that, I figure if I want to continue working for you, I better get a business speed too. So that's what we did. And I'm so proud of the people at USDA for designing this program in a very short period of time, a record period of time. Kirby said it right. Typically, a contract like this would have taken, the COVID would have been over by the time we got it done. But we got it done because I knew you wanted to take care of those forgotten people, the farmers who were suffering, the distributors who were suffering with their market loss, but most importantly, those people whose jobs had been gone away and they were shut down and lost their jobs and their families needed food. That's who you were thinking about, and that's why we wanted to get it done quickly. I saw last week, some of you may have watched, I didn't watch much, but I read a little bit about it. We were trying to talk about personalities in politics. Let me tell you what, people don't vote for personalities, they vote for policies and people that get it done, like Donald J. Trump. You know, that's what people want. They want somebody who can get it done. They want a decider-in-chief. And if you've ever sat in that office, this man can decide. And when he decides, you better move out and get it done along with him. So I'm proud, I'm honored to serve as your Secretary of Agriculture in this arena, and to know this program that you've just added. It was a $3 billion program. You just authorized another $1 billion for the hungry people of this world, this country, and to keep our farmers there. And we've never seen an outpouring of compassion like that for people who matter, because people matter to you. And that's what's important to me. And that's what's going to continue to happen 4 more years if America gets out and votes for this man, Donald J. Trump. I have someone else that also believes in this program, has been a staunch advocate from the very beginning, who's been a real encourager. She's got kind of an inside track with the president, and because she loves people as well and understands with compassion what a awesome opportunity this is to do the right thing for all the right reasons. And I want to ask his senior advisor, Ivanka Trump, to come up and tell you about her thoughts.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary, and thank you all for being here. I love North Carolina. And I promised my sister-in-law I would say that with particular emphasis, because Laura Trump has told me more about this amazing state than I think just about anywhere. I may know more about North Carolina than I do about New York, and I've lived there most of my life. So I love you all. It's great to be here. Kirby, thank you for hosting us at this top-of-the-line facility and showing us what you do, and your hundreds of employees, how they feed America. To Baptists on the Mission and all of the incredible volunteers who join us here today, including Executive Director Richard Brunson, thank you so much. So Richard and I, and many of you volunteers, have actually met one time before in the wake of Hurricane Florence. I came here to North Carolina and I got to see firsthand the unbelievable work being done to take care of people in a time of need, which is not dissimilar to what this program was designed and intends to do and has been doing. The president mentioned the enormous success, 70 million boxes of fresh produce, milk, dairy delivered from our local family farms to those who are vulnerable across the country, while at the exact same time saving countless jobs in terms of the distribution network, the distributors, like this great facility that was having to lay people off because the supply chain was severed. So this is truly a win-win-win program. And in government, you can't say that about a lot of government programs, especially one of this scale that was mobilized so quickly. So just an enormous success. I was recently in Pittsburgh, and I was talking with a gentleman at the Church of God in Christ, and he's a distributor. His name was Zach, and he was sharing with me the fact that to his business, this program was a miracle, because as I said, it works for everyone. He had saved his whole payroll because he got one of the grants for Farmers to Family Food Box. Incorporating American farmers and ranchers, empowering our workforce, and serving families in need is about as good as it gets. This is a historic investment. USDA has never done anything like this. So this is a brand new program. And with this $1 billion addition, we're gonna keep it going. And we're gonna keep feeding those in need until this pandemic has passes. And one of the amazing things, and there are a lot of faith-based organizations who are involved in this program and in the distribution, and I visited one in Washington, D.C. The number of people who came up to me, parents who were collecting these boxes for their children, and they had tears in their eyes because not only did they know that their children and their family would eat that night and that week, but amazingly, they were telling me stories about how they'd never experienced the produce that was being given to them in these boxes. They'd never had anything this fresh before and this nutritious before, so the double benefit of being able to feed their families with the amazing product that you all grow on your farms. It was extraordinary. It was extraordinary. There was a Virginia farmer who, when we first launched this program just weeks ago, was at the White House and said to you, Mr. President, and I quote, "This country relies on these farmers and ranchers to do every day, to do what they do every day. So I want to personally thank you, Mr. President, and all of you who have worked so hard to make sure these farm families stay whole and that the American people never have to worry about running out of food." That's what this program does. Thank you all. And now for our final speaker, I'd like to turn it over to Richard Brunson, the Executive Director of Baptists on Mission, who will thank his volunteers. And I'd like to also give a shout out to Chief Sneed of the Eastern Band of Cherokees, who's here. Hi, Chief, thank you for being here. Thank you for all that you do as well.
Thank you, Ivanka. And Chief, thank you for being here. The Eastern Band of the Cherokee also get about 900 boxes every week through the Farmers to Family Food Box program, as well as people all over Western North Carolina. And I'm so thankful for that program. You know, I think I used to take food on the table for granted. Well, I don't anymore. And there's a verse I think about a lot, especially after a disaster. And it's Romans 8:28, and it says, "In all things God works for good." God is a good God, and God's always working for good. And God calls us to work for good in the lives of hurting people. You know, the COVID crisis, because of the COVID crisis, many families across our state are struggling. They're struggling to meet basic needs, including putting food on the table. Being involved in the Farmers to Families Food Box program has given me a much greater appreciation for our farmers and what they do to feed us all. They're some of our most essential workers. And I'm also incredibly thankful for the USDA and the work they're doing to help farmers and to help feed hungry people across our state and our nation. As one of the faith-based groups involved in this program, I hear many stories about the food boxes and the difference that they're making in people's lives. A pastor recently told me about the blessing he had helping put food on the table of those greatly affected by COVID-19. Those that are shut-ins, those that are economically challenged, those who've lost a job, those who are suffering in so many different ways. A waitress who had lost her job, grandparents raising their grandchildren were able to feed their family because of this program. Many who are struggling are those who don't like asking for help, but they needed it during these times. There are also stories of individuals who don't have much, but they'll share what they have by taking that precious box and sharing it with somebody else that they know needs it. For many, it's not just a box of food, it's not just a box of produce, it's a box of hope and love. Well, there's so many people to thank for making this program work for millions of people. Thank you, farmers who are here today. Thank you, volunteers who are here that help distribute these boxes in 200 different places across our state, and mostly churches, but also community centers and senior centers are getting these boxes and passing them out in their communities. Thank you, those volunteers. Thank you, USDA. Thank you, Secretary Perdue. Thank you, Advisor to the President, Ivanka Trump. And thank you, Mr. President.
Mr. President, they love you here and they love this program. Why don't you close us out?
Well, I want to also thank Mark Meadows and Deb for being incredible. You have somebody very capable going to be helping you out, but Mark has been a fantastic chief. We call him chief of staff. We call him chief, but he's done a great job, and I appreciate it. He loves your state. He loves your state. Comes from your state, and he loves your state. Again, we will never take the word God out of our Pledge of Allegiance, as you saw recently happen during the DNC caucus twice, at least twice, and that'll never happen. And I just want to again thank all of the people of North Carolina very much. You're very special people. We've had great, thank you. And I will be seeing you very soon, November 3rd. I think it's the most important election this country has ever had. November 3rd. Get out and vote. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you.
Until the president has departed.